Good evening, sir. We are here to present our case study entitled Inadequately Trained Employees with Melecio and with the help of our mentor, Engineer Bobiju Masigan. And for the executive summary, the importance of training and development in a company will be discussed on the next pages of this study. Training is a learning process that involves the acquisition of knowledge, skills, and abilities necessary to successfully perform a job. Thus, this is essential to examine any issues related to training and development in any business. The purpose of this study is to examine the effects of training of employee performance within an automotive company of MES 1 and help the company achieve their quality policy. With the information gathered, we have here four alternatives formulated. First, extend 1 week additional training period. Second, provide checking point checklist to be filled up before start of operation. Third, reevaluation of employees quarterly or one-on-one discussion. And lastly, random checking on line operator by purposely setting up no goods parts or raw materials in the process. The findings reported in the study suggest that training and development have an impact on the performance of employees with regards to their jobs. Performance problems within an organization, such as low productivity or large scale problem due to human error, can be reduced by training. Among the above mentioned alternatives, it would be best to propose the extension of training period, for it would help the employee to maximize their time given to acquire the skills needed in the job. However, to be able to meet the customer satisfaction, it needs a continuous development that would minimize or eliminate errors and waste. The remaining alternatives could serve as a countermeasure and repetitive quality failures. Based on the time frame and with the qualitative data in the decision criteria, implementing the four alternatives would be of great help for the company. Moreover, training is the key to process to change employees' behavior, improve the future's employees' performance, and reach the corporate goals of fulfilling customer service needs and satisfaction. By ensuring the customer satisfaction, the company could create competitive advantages and profits. Here is Family Show for introduction. Okay?
Thank you, Daniel. And for the introduction, training and development is a complex of action and process which are aimed at the improvement of the employee's quality and productivity of work. Every organization, be it be from a small firm to a great organization, will only function well due to the professional skills and proper education of its employees. It is a critical process which seeks to improve the performance of workers in the organization. In order to eliminate in order to competent committees, employees' relevant expertise and intellectual capacity needs to be improved. The study focuses on the impact of training and development on employees' performance at one of the automotive company in MES 1. The aim of the study was to find the solutions to improve the company's productivity through improving its employees' performance. The research used qualitative methods to analyze data. Qualitative data were collected through in-depth virtual interviews of manufacturing workers, training aid staff, and quality assurance staff. Through the analysis, the study proposes possible solutions to address the company's current problems and employees' performance. The key issues, goals, and problems of this case study. According to the company's quality policy that through the strategies of continuous improvement and teamwork, the company is dedicated to establish the highest industry standard for quality service and technology. The foundation for achieving this commitment is based upon recognizing and understanding the requirements of the internal and external customers, developing and implementing process for design, engineering, manufacturing, administration, and quality that supports the elimination of waste and prevention of problems, effectively utilizing the creative talent of our employees and suppliers. It was clearly stated that the company gives much importance when it comes to quality. The company's manufacturing and operation teams deliver world-class products to their customers in 38 countries around the globe. The ability to understand, execute, and deliver to their customers requires having the right people in the team. To evaluate these people upon hiring, the employees undergo a series of tests and trainings The chart below shows the training schedules of the new hired employees based on the interview done. So the following are the training activities with its corresponding days allocated for the training. The whole training would be the foundation of every employee assigned in different process to be able to meet the standard and satisfy their customers by producing quality products. Line operators were already certified since they were able to pass in all the tests and training. This means that the employee who has the skill to handle the process and produce a good output according to their operations manual. However, after passing the training, it is still inevitable to have the recurrence of quality problem caused by human error. Often this results to customer claim. It is reported that some reason for the failure of defect of no good product on the process and passing to the next process was because operators were unable to perform her or his checking points. Such failures correlate with employees' training. And whereas the most common reasons for those failures are as followed: forgot to perform their checking points, poor judgment, were able to detect but thought it was still in good category. Third is distracted by their co-worker. In response to this problem, our study proposes the following: to make the whole duration of training be done in 3 weeks instead of only 2 weeks. With a chart showing in the training activities, it seems that hands-on training for actual productions were only done technically for 3 days. And the additional 1 week would at least give more time to employees to adapt and learn the skills needed on their working stations. The highlighted training activity below was proposed to be done in 7 days, which is originally just 3 days in the actual training. The chart, as you can see, the undergo practice build activities are given 7 days instead of 3 days. So another reason is that they forgot to check-in point. So we propose to provide a checklist of checking points in every process based on operation manual that should be filled up before start of operation to keep the operator be reminded on their checking points. Where checklists are tools used to better organize your assignments and verify easily your most important tasks. They have been designed to reduce errors and ensure consistency and completeness in carrying out the duty. It would help minimize and eliminate the reoccurrence of the previous mistake. Re-evaluate employees quarterly regarding on their work assignment by written examination to test familiarization under certified process. It has been taken into consideration that some may not take the checklist that was proposed earlier seriously, for they might not just check without reading. Another alternative is to test the operator by purposely putting no good product. In this way, the operator would be more attentive on their job. And the decision criteria. With the alternative given, we have identified the decision criteria based on their cost, ease of implementation, employee morale, customer satisfaction, and cost savings. These are the qualitative benefits of the alternatives. Extend 1 week additional training period, where information is retained in human memory stores in different ways, but is primarily done through active learning, repetition, and recall. There are some important reasons why business don't provide enough training or any at all. Usually, they first consider the expense of the training, that they try to minimize it as possible without them realizing that it's actually costing them more in the training that they refuse reluctantly provide than they would be spending to make sure that the employee knows to do his or her job to the best of her ability. Provide checking point checklist to be filled up before start of operation. By doing tasks that involve multiple procedures, it has a tendency that you will forget one or two. So by using the checklist, it would be more efficient and more time-saving with a duty or in your task. Re-evaluation of employees quarterly one by one. To the common practice of most companies with regards to performance review that focus on evaluating past performance traditionally happens annually. But in our case, we propose it to be in a quarter basis or in a month if possible. Based on the performance management by Jocelyn Strange, they emphasize that performance review should happen frequently. For this allows the employees to understand exactly where they stand and what to do to improve. Managers provide real-time coaching and help overcome obstacles. It also helps organizations benefit from constant flow of data on the individual and team performance. Many organizations are turned off by quarterly or monthly performance review because it feels like a hefty time commitment. But if you're having a frequent conversation, they don't need to be long, robust, or comprehensive to be effective. And the last would be the random checking in the line operator. The company wants every operator to treat the next process as their customer, that they must not pass any quality defects. It should be practiced dropping defects right on your own process. The alternative proposed should measure the employee's self-discipline and commitment to contribute in the company's success. Self-discipline helps you to boost your self-esteem and work ethic at the same time. And to discuss further about the case study, here is Daniel Maranga.
Thank you, Fe. And for the assumption of this case study, we have four. First, providing running checklist every start of the production will probably reduce the errors occur from the previous day. Second, reevaluating quarterly to assess the performance of the employees. This is very important. Third, conduct one-on-one talk with the employees that would give a big impact. Instead, we can access unfiltered information that you can use to make progressive decisions to drive exceptional results. And lastly, effective training programs and development will improve the performance of an employee. And for this SWOT analysis, because we don't have enough data, we use SWOT analysis for this. For the strength, new learning strategy for the new employees, strong performance and growth, improve knowledge, skills, and attitudes towards work-related tasks. For the weaknesses, no continual evaluation about the employees' performances may be made annually, and environmental changes like technology, knowledge upgrading, or updating. For the threats, higher chance of turnover, poor customer service, and damage to brand reputation and slowed runtime. And for the opportunities, the availability of information about best practices in their assigned process and able to train new people with different unique potentials. And for the preferred alternatives, we have four. First, training and development program. Employees development. The focus in HR development is on developing the most superior workforce, which helps the organization for successive growth. This can be achieved by through proper systematic implementation of employee training and development programs. The very basic and are necessary parts of the good training program are consist of orientation, management skills, and operational skills of employees. In response to this, these are some reasons why employers need their employees to continuously learn new skill. First, capital improvement. Companies tend to spend millions of money just to upgrading their equipment, yet little of upgrading their human resources. Employees are an asset to the organization, but employers are more concerned about reaching deadlines and profit maximization rather than employee skills development, without which employee performance could be hampered. Second, moral improvement. Employees who continuously upgrade their job skills will also improve their productivity. Developing employee skills not only plays a role in their workplace but in outside world as well. Third, the ability to adapt to change. The more skilled the workforce is, the easier it will be for the entire organization to adapt to changes that may arise in the domestic and global marketplace in the demand of its product. And for the employees training, based on AJ2, the difference between training and development were defined that training programs prioritize on maintaining and improving skills for the present job, whereas the development is focused on how to improve acquired skills in preparation for the future jobs. These are the type of training suggested: induction training and job instruction. After this training, according to Nadler, it's either improving the employees on its current job performance, train skills for the upcoming tasks, and general growth of both employee and company to meet the company's short and long-term objectives should be remembered as the main purpose of the development in human resources. There are two different methods in the organization: the on the training and off the training. For training and development in this study, we concentrate more on the size and links in between that brings together to the concept in training and deployment and then determines the impact of this combined concept on performance and productivity. The study concluded that the company and organization should choose the models of training and development that would fit in a company's culture. B. Reevaluation. It stimulates personal perspective and focus and promotes the achievement of your goals. As we said earlier, the performance review should happen frequently. C. Conduct one-on-one discussion. After evaluating the employee, we propose to conduct one-on-one discussion by the manager and supervisors with the employee. It is important to assess and motivate our employees so that they can improve their job performances and exploit their potential to the fullest of their ability. D. Test the operator. According to Delta Learning, you can test worker in many different ways, but generally they break down into two categories, the knowledge test and task or scale-based test. And for the conclusion, companies whose investment perspective is on human resource management view training as an opportunity to increase long-term productivity. By investing training and development is necessary to the company in which all the workers can possibly enhance their capabilities and can handle their tasks very well. Therefore, this study examines the differences in management and employees' perception with respect to training and development effectiveness and gives the theoretical framework to improve the strategies of continuous improvement in line to the company's quality policy. And this is the end of our presentation. Good day and God bless.